All rise.
This is Deeper Than Money. Talk to me. I want viewers watching my show to believe in themselves.
Judge Hatchett is compelling.
If he is not going to honor you, he needs to be gone.
Compassionate.
I don't want you to give up on your dreams. I don't. And I want to figure out how we get this straight.
She's powerful.
If I were in this situation, I would have put you out too.
And she's on the bench.
I feel like I'm being judged here.
That's what I do.
You're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett. Christian Elrod is suing Emery Stoll in the amount of $780. Mr. Elrod claims his girlfriend accepted a lavish salon day to make up for his infidelity and says Ms. Stoll needs to pay him back since she dumped him anyway.
All right, we've got lovers on opposite sides of my courtroom. I read this complaint. Kind of an interesting situation, to say the least. Why are you suing her? Why are you suing Emery?
Your Honor, I'm suing my ex-girlfriend, Emery, for $780.
Why?
We had an agreement that if she accepted my forgiveness, I would buy her a day at the hair salon.
And what was she forgiving you for?
I cheated on her. I'm willing to admit that.
Well, at least you're willing to admit it.
And we had an agreement that she would accept my forgiveness in exchange for the hair salon, and she went and got the hair treatment done, but then that day she never talked to me again.
So this is what the $780 is about?
Yeah.
All right, Emery, tell me what happened. Talk to me.
He offered to pay for my hair appointment, and I got my hair colored and cut. It ended up being $780. He had also told me to treat yourself, do whatever you want at the salon, and that this was in exchange for forgiveness for him cheating. And this is about the 4th time he's cheated on me.
Whoa, you got off light. $780 for a salon day. And so why did you go and do the salon day and then leave him?
So me and Christian had a very good relationship leading up to this, besides the other 3 times.
Oh, wait. So you had a very good relationship leading up to this situation that brings us to court, except for the... Did you hear yourself, what you just said to me?
So
that makes no sense to me.
And that's exactly why I'm talking about how I realized that. So when I was at the hair salon, my hairdresser, after 5 hours of doing my hair and venting to her about our situation, she kind of made me realize how he was taking advantage of me and how he was kind of just guilt-tripping me with these gifts in exchange to forgive him. But this recent time was really it was the final straw. It really...
So what was so different about this final time? Tell me what happened.
I had walked in and he had another woman in his bed. And so I had just literally brought him breakfast and I was going to surprise him. He didn't know I was coming. As soon as I walked in, I see her naked, sleeping next to him. And the other times, it has just been pictures of nude women on his phone, or him saying he's on a guy's trip and he's posted with a model on this trip. But this time is what really, it just really hurt because I really loved Christian.
How long had you all been together?
Over a year.
Over a year is not a long time for there to have been not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 incidents. Come on, Christian, what's going on with you?
Your Honor, I think the reason why Emery's saying that we had a good relationship is that I was honest about my infidelity. When I was growing up, my mother cheated on my dad often, and when I was a young kid...
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because when I was 10, I walked in on my mum cheating on another man, and I knew how difficult that was for my dad. And I guess that, we never want to be like our parents, but I saw how weak that made my dad, and I didn't want to ever feel like that. And so that's why in relationships, I'm cheating. because I don't want to be in the same situation that my dad was in with my mum. But I understand the effect it has on Emery, and that's why I would give her gifts, I would buy her things to apologize, because I knew how difficult it was for her. But at the same time, it was something that I was working on, and something that I was trying to get better in myself.
So, Christian, let's get down to the bottom line of this. What you're saying is that you are habitual at
Yeah.
cheating.
Yeah,
So why be in a relationship then with someone?
because of how I felt about Emery.
But we're talking about several times, Christian. We're talking about several times. So let's do this. In all fairness to you, let's take the first time that she thought you were cheating. Were you cheating? Yes.
Yeah.
The second time she thought you were cheating, were you cheating? Third time?
Yes. Yes.
And we know the fourth time because she walked in on you with this naked woman in your bed.
Coming up on The Verdict with Judge Hatchett.
But, Your Honor, I think in many ways this is her taking advantage of me.
You never once openly told me that you cheated. I had to go out and find out for myself.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett. The Verdict with Judge Hatchett is back with the case of Christian Elrod, who is suing Emery Stoll for breach of contract.
But, Your Honor, I think in many ways this is her taking advantage of me.
You never once openly told me that you cheated. I had to go out and find out for myself.
Every time that I cheated on Emery, I would say, I'm sorry.
Wait, hold it right there. When would you say you were sorry? You would say you were sorry after she caught you? After she confronted you? After she said, listen, what is going on? You didn't come and say, oh, Emery, I love you. You're the love of my life.
But how can
I cheated on you, and I'm very sorry. That's not how this happened.
But, Your Honor, how can you say that to someone? Because I knew whenever I would say it to her, she would get so upset. And so I didn't want to break her heart every single time.
Well, you were breaking. Don't you understand? You were breaking her heart every single time. Christian, you aren't making any sense in my courtroom. You're saying, I love her. I don't want to hurt her. But every single time, you're hurting her. Do you not see that?
I understand that, Your Honor, and that's why I would try to make it up to her every time. I'd try and buy her things. So every time
she caught you, she confronted you, then you would do something nice for her.
To try to
apologize.
Not just apologize, to show how much I knew it hurt her, and to show that I was trying to become a better person. I never wanted the relationship to be exclusive in the first place.
Oh, now we're really getting down to the heart of the matter.
She wanted to push that we had an exclusive relationship between the two of us, and I said, look, we're young and you're beautiful.
He ended up agreeing.
Wait, because I'm getting ready to talk to you. Did he ever say, look, listen, Emery, I cannot commit to an exclusive relationship?
He never said he wouldn't. He just said...
That's not the question. That is not the question. See, this is what happens. I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to everybody who listens. This is what happened. Too many times, people who are quote-unquote in love hear what they want to hear, don't hear what really is being said. I've been doing this for a long time. I have seen this over and over and over in my courtroom. This is what happens. You want him to be exclusive to you. He has said, I do not want to be in an exclusive relationship. Yes?
He never said that he didn't want to. He said that he wasn't fond of the idea, but he additionally ended up agreeing to that.
How long had you all been together when he agreed to the exclusive relationship from your perspective?
From the beginning.
From the beginning?
Yes.
Like from the very beginning?
Mm-hmm. And he cheated a month after.
But, Your Honor...
Did you ever agree? Did you ever agree just to keep her from leaving?
Yeah, because I felt very strongly about Emery, and everything I said to her, there was never a lie about me saying that I loved her, that I wanted to be with her. And I felt that she might leave me if I wasn't giving her this exclusivity, which
you weren't doing.
Which I tried to do, Your Honor.
But you were not able to do.
Which I wasn't able to do.
Let's call it what it is. You could not commit to an exclusive relationship. Now, Emery, I'm going to talk to you. So come on, Emery, after the first time, that should have been a red flag. Well, no, actually, the fact that he said, I don't want to be in an exclusive relationship, what I think happened is that you pushed him. He didn't want to lose you, so he agreed. But then he cheated on you. You said just then, it was within the month, after you all started seeing each other. What did you think was going to happen?
He didn't give me that impression of him when I first met him. He was very sweet.
I got that. No, there's no question in my mind that when it first happened, that things were good. But then after you said, I want an exclusive relationship, he was hesitant.
Yeah.
But you really forced his hand on that. Let's just call it, let's be honest about it. You forced his hand. He agreed because he didn't want to lose you. But then within the month, he cheated on you. Mm-hmm. That should have been a big red flag.
It was, Your Honor. Honestly, I did not want to take him back. I did not want to forgive him, especially since I realized.
So he bought you a gift?
He bought me a gift. He bought me a Tiffany bracelet, and I thought that was, I've never had a boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend who I've been cheated on with before do that for me. They usually just leave. So I thought this was him trying to save our relationship and make, us work, but.
Which is what I was doing.
So a Tiffany bracelet. All right, so we've got the first time. Then there's a second time. How much time goes from the first time to the second time?
A week.
Why didn't you leave him then?
He did the same thing.
He brought you a gift. Mm-hmm. What kind of gift did he bring you this time?
He bought me a more expensive one. He bought me Jimmy Choo's.
And then the third time, how much time between the second time and the third time?
2 months.
And what happened after the third time?
He got me a trip to the spa.
And then we know what happened the fourth time.
Coming up.
Every time you wanted it to be better. Every time you thought he was sorry. Every time you thought he would make a difference. But he wasn't respecting you.
You're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett. The Verdict with Judge Hatchett is back with the case of Christian Elrod, who is suing Emery Stoll for breach of contract.
Let me tell you, Emery, your self-worth is more than a Tiffany bracelet.
And I realize
it is
that.
more than Jimmy's. I'm talking. It is more than a trip to the spa. It is more than an elaborate hairdo. He disrespected you over and over and over again. He was never going to be in a committed relationship. He kept buying you gifts to quote unquote apologize. We've seen this pattern. Although you, let me be very clear, you are not an abused woman physically, but you are an abused woman emotionally because it kept coming at you over and over, and every time you wanted it to be better. Every time you thought he was sorry, every time you thought he would make a difference, but he wasn't respecting you. He wasn't. He wasn't respecting you. He wasn't respecting you. He was doing what he wanted to do every single day and leaving you in pain. And then you got the nerve to come in here and try to sue her for some $780 over some hairdo.
Because we had an agreement.
Oh, please.
And
oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please.
Coming up.
But for her to come in and find you in the bed, but you jumped into this pretty quickly. You had not known this man very long. And you just opened your heart and you believed him and trusted him. You didn't really know him.
You're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett. The Verdict with Judge Hatchett is back with the case of Christian Elrod, who is suing Emery Stoll for breach of contract.
All right, you talked to me about your family. You talked about what was going on with your mother and cheating on your father and all of that. I'm going to tell you that you need to get into some counseling, because you're never going to have a healthy relationship with a partner as long as that is somehow, and I'm not sure that that's real or if that's your way of justifying your behavior now. I'm not sure. But I need you to figure it out, because this is not going to stop. It's going to be another Emery in your life and another Emery in your life, and they're going to be cheating and cheating and cheating. But for her to come in and find you in the bed, but you jumped into this pretty quickly. You had not known this man very long, and you just opened your heart and you believed him and trusted him. You didn't really know him.
Your Honor, I want to show you this video of him apologizing. I sent it into the bailiff.
Oh, yeah,
just so you can see how charming this man is.
Okay, let me see this video.
Emery, I'm so sorry, and I promise I'll never, ever do it again. As acceptance of this apology, please, I booked a day spa for you. Take whatever treatments, whatever things you want, have the whole day, and just message me and get back to me. I miss you, and I want to see you. None of it was a lie. I missed her. I wanted to see her. And nothing I've been saying so far hasn't been a lie.
I don't think you're lying. I just don't think you're capable of being in an exclusive relationship.
Judge Hatchett's verdict when we return. You're watching The Verdict with Judge Hatchett.
What you should have done is that you should have held tight when you first said it, when you first met her and said, I cannot be in an exclusive relationship with you. And that needs to be the understanding and the reality. And there were warning signs all along, but you were in denial. You were in denial because you wanted it to work. But you're not going to get the $780?
$780.
No, you're not going to get a penny. You're not going to get a penny. You're not going to get one penny. And you know why? Because just chalk it up to one more gift. But if you ever get in a situation like this again, I'm serious. If you ever get in a situation like this again, I will have absolutely no mercy or consideration, because you should learn from this.
Understood.
This is a tough lesson. And I hope that you'll get some counseling and that you will then get to a place where you can have a loving relationship. And you may not. I mean, maybe your life will be that you will have lots of different partners. I don't know. But what I do know is that this right here is not healthy. And so consider it just one more gift. I'm denying your claim. We'll stand adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Hatchett has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I'm never talking to you again. This is over, and I'm glad I get to keep my hair.
Emery, I'm sorry, and I wish that you could see that I was genuinely sorry, and I genuinely
You don't mean
did.
any of it.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.